long before fans started zooming in. The shadows were off. Pac's chain looked copy.
Yo, the nigga posted a picture of him and Pac, bro. This nigga couldn't even wait till AI existed, bro. This nigga just photoshopped it.
He pasted.
It's kind of crazy. Real quick, let's get into this, man. So, Rapper the Game appeared on Uncle Shay Shay show. And when he appeared on there, he was asked, who's the best rapper from Compton? Now, if you don't know, Game's from Compton, and also, notoriously, Kendrick's from Compton. This was his response to who's the best rapper from Compton.
Best rapper from Compton?
I'm definitely the best rapper from Compton.
Definitely?
Definitely.
Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today?
Game.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, it ain't. That's it.
Ain't nobody getting at you?
Can't nobody outrap me, man. And anybody that knows will know. Because people can't, even if you are, like, no one can do what I can do. Like, no one has my skill set. Because not only do I have the ability to wrap circles around people, I'm also with all the bullshit too, if it came down to that. So it's like, I'm the best rapper in this town.
Damn, Game. I mean, the OG, man. There's some OGs, some heavyweights. I mean, Cube, Snoop.
I love Cube, but Cube can't out-rap me. I love Cube. And
Cube can't out-rap me. Come on now.
By the way, the reason that Cube can't out-rap me is because I used Cube's legacy to help me sharpen. Right. I use Snoop's legacy to help me sharpen myself. I use Dr. Dre, NWA. So it's like those guys came before me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Kobe, right? You know Kobe watched Mike growing up.
For sure,
right?
Absolutely.
But
you see the way he walked? You see the way he chewed that gum?
Okay.
He got the wristband on his elbow?
Now, Mike, in Kobe's prime, Mike couldn't hold Kobe.
No.
But that's because he came before him and he done with it. Right. I'm not saying if I was in 1992 with Cube might be able to, go crazy.
Right.
But right now, like, nah, it's not a rapper on the West that's better than me.
That's cold.
Okay. Now, there's a lot of people up in arms about this. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think the underlying thing, that's why people keep, getting triggered by these Game statements are a few things. Number one, people think the Game is a liar. So when the Game says something, they feel like he's Fat Joe, just the West Coast version, like he's lying. Number two, they feel like the Game is in denial about his relationship with Kendrick or lack thereof. Like, in my opinion, I don't think Kendrick Lamar fucks with the Game. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he fucks with him at all. Didn't get invited to the pop out or whatever, the concert. Like, he hasn't gotten acknowledged by Kendrick. Really, seemingly for a while, he also took the side of Drake. Nevertheless, do I think him saying he's the best rapper from Compton is shady? Do I think he's taking shots at Kendrick? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, I've always told y'all, before Drake was my favorite rapper, it was the Game. And it was for rap. I think the Game is one of the best rappers of all time, period. Now, there are a couple things, if you want to be technical, you could critique him on, you name drop a lot, this and third, but when it comes to just pure rap, I think he's really amazing. Now, I mean, I could compare Kendrick to him all day, right? I think Kendrick is probably a little bit better at creating albums. Not a little bit. Yeah, he's definitely better at creating albums. Just rapping bar for bar. Shit, I think Game might have him on that, but I do think that the intricate, I think Kendrick's more complex. So if I had to kind of really, but I really just don't think we're dealing with, for me, I look at it like, this is like Kobe and LeBron. If you're a Kendrick guy, you're probably going to be like, yeah, you're good, but you're not in this guy's league. And if you're a Game guy, I guess maybe it's excused in favor of Kendrick, because I think even if you're a Game guy, you'll appreciate Kendrick a little bit, right? I see somebody in the comment section said the best Los Angeles rappers of all time are, I got Game over Cube. Like, honestly, if you put Snoop over Game, I get it, but that's a lot of his legacy as an artist. But I would not even possibly, I would definitely say it's between Kendrick and Game to me. Again, with all due respect to all the guys from the West Coast, I don't want to be the arbiter of what, West Coast rappers are good or who are not, because obviously there's a long laundry list, especially if we're talking about from Compton. But even though that list said, the list that I'm reading from right here says L.A., yeah, I would absolutely say the Game's up there. It's sad that the Game's legacy post-rap, and I'm not saying it like he stopped rapping, but really his legacy that has came through not rap, actually. Let's say that. So things outside of rap, has gotten people to devalue his legacy, right? And forget how talented he is. But if you got to be delusional, if you think that, if you ask LeBron at this point who is better, him or Kobe, he should say him. And, God rest his dead, but if Kobe was alive, Kobe should say him. Like, these are two spectacular artists. Obviously, I think the era that Kendrick is in is very much different than the one that the Game, was in during his peak. But I do think they kind of have that synergy where both of them are holding the torch for the West Coast as a time that I don't think people were running to West Coast artists to look to see who is popping. Like right now, I think Kendrick is one of the only guys, no disrespect to other people from the West right now, but he's one of the beacon of light that making the West Coast look good. And if you ask me, I think we all know when the West Coast didn't look too promising, the Game was carrying that torch as well. So I think there's that synergy. But I think people want to see him diss Kendrick because Kendrick ain't showing him love. But again, my whole take on it, 1 and 2. If you told me Kendrick's the best, all right, cool. But I don't see how you could put the Game out of top 3. And even if you said the Game is the best, I don't know if anyone would put Kendrick out of the top 3, but Kendrick would be right up there too. So, it's a matter of opinion, and I wouldn't expect the artist himself to just completely bow down and give it to somebody else. So, I see it. And also, by the way, y'all got to stop, trolling the Game. Yes, he had about 18 freestyles. He was on his little TJ shit where he was red rose, white ceiling, right? And everyone's like, yo, this nigga's rapped this shit mad times.
Check. Red rose, white ceiling. No body, no casket, just blood spilling. I ain't a dead president, but been. Yeah. Philly, what up? Look. Red rose, white ceiling. No body, no casket, just blood spilling. I ain't a dead president, but I love millions. They like Game where you been. Shit, blood chilling.
Put this shit on YouTube or World Star, wherever the fuck niggas be putting shit. Check it out. Red rose, white ceiling. No body, no casket, just blood spilling. I ain't the dead president, but I love millions. They like Game where you been. Shit, blood chilling. Red rose, white ceiling. No body, no casket, just blood spilling. Red rose, white ceiling.
I'm in the rapping mood. Anybody can rap. Anybody want to, challenge me?
Got a lot of red on. It's gonna be hot. But I don't from the streets though, cause I ain't gonna get shot.
You ain't have to come at me like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Now it's my turn. I ain't freestyling in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let me polish my skills off. Let me see what I can come up with. You want me to just go at you, or you want me to just spit? Whoa! Whoa! No, my man cool. So I'ma spit, man. Let me see.
This is some good cap right here.
Let's check it. Look, red rose, white ceiling. I'm in that red rose, white ceiling.
All right, listen, man, we do breakfast bars. We're going to shoot you some topics.
Yeah.
You freestyle. Is that cool?
I do what I can, man. We got topics or we just...
I'm going to throw some topics at you and then just go for it, man. Go crazy. The Game is here. The all-new crew show. Power 106. Your first topic is the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I be rocking my Kobe's, I be in a red rose, white...
Oh, shit. Nah, he did good with playing it off. Nah, the game is an infamous capper though. Game, I love you, but bro, he had a story about Tupac one time. There's one of them joints you looking at him like, yo, bro, stop it, bro, stop it. Oh man, Niggas used to say Game is just like a habitual liar, bro.
This is not a shot at him, but he's very extra. Like
himself without those coast.
And I was like,
And look, nobody doubts that he really got shot. The hospital records and news reports confirm that, detail or not, the moment had already left its mark. Yes, he admitted Dre had done things no one else could have for his career. Yes, he said he should have shown more grace. But in hip-hop, once you disrespect a legend, especially your own mentor, those words don't disappear.
Right,
you photoshopped yourself on someone else and put a picture out with you and Pac.
Win would have cemented Game's place as an heir to Pac's legacy, but the internet moves fast, and it didn't take long before fans started zooming in. The shadows were off. Pac's chain looked copied.
Yo, the nigga posted a picture of him and Pac, bro. This nigga couldn't even wait till AI existed, bro. This nigga just photoshopped it.
He pasted. The proportions didn't add up. Within hours, it was exposed as fake.
That's not
it. That's not fair.
What? You photoshopped yourself on someone else and put a picture out with you and Pac.
It's Pac.
But it's not you.
What was meant as a tribute instantly became a meme.
Oh shit, here's the original picture.
Blogs roasted it, message boards lit up, and fans accused Game of trying too hard. Instead of looking like Pac's successor, he looked like someone desperately forcing the comparison. And the timing made it worse. Game had just fallen out with Dre and was losing credibility with the industry about lies or beef. Some of them were about something deeper, clinging to relevance. And that chase led him straight out of Dre's shadow, past the shows a man constantly battling. A symbolic moment for the next generation of West Coast hip-hop. The two collaborated on tracks, shared stages, and for a time, it looked like Game had established himself as the bridge between eras. But Game has rarely been satisfied with just respect. Even with Kendrick's admiration, whispers began to surface that he tried to downplay Kendrick's skills, whether from competitiveness, jealousy, or just a hunger to keep his name sharp in the spotlight. And if that sounds familiar, it should. Because the same cycle played out with Eminem. At first, Game couldn't praise missing his relevance.
You don't want to go versus against
Yes,
Eminem.
I do. What do you mean? Yeah, I do.
And then this tendency, admiration turned confrontation, respect turned rivalry, is at the heart of Game's story. With Kendrick, it surfaced during the Kendrick Versus Drake feud, where Game threw his weight behind Drake, calling him his brother, and skipping a West Coast unity show hosted by Kendrick. With Eminem, it was about trying to bait hip-hop's most untouchable figure into a battle that never came. But the result? Both times, Game ended up on the outside looking in. When Kendrick performed alongside Dre, Snoop, and Eminem at the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show, Game was left out. He admitted it stung, even calling Kendrick a safe pick. And when he dissed Eminem, thinking the internet would blow up.
That was crazy.
Game dissed Eminem on a song called The Black Slim Shady.
Right.
You heard it?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
How can you diss Eminem? He sold 16 million records. You're not bigger than 50, you're not bigger than Eminem. You dropped a 20-minute Eminem record and nobody really paid attention to it.
M's response was silence. M brushed it off on Instagram Live, while fans clowned Game for trying too hard. And now, some fans are saying the Game has a pattern. He takes respect and turns it into rivalry. He stirs controversy to keep his name alive.
Previously paid him to post one of my new songs in his story.
Spar says he paid for a feature, but never got what was promised. And he wasn't alone. A fan commented, "Game charging $4,000 for a verse? Bro is down bad." To some, this wasn't the same Game who once stood on stage as a West Coast hero. It was a different picture, an artist hustling not for the culture, but for survival. The accusations stacked up, and with every new claim, the distance between his glory days and his reality grew wider. And whether he saw it as business or desperation, one thing was clear. The legend that once symbolized Compton pride was now being questioned in ways fans never imagined. Now let's switch the story a bit more. Controversies weren't the only thing making people question Game's legacy. There was something else. something that had been there from the very beginning. After the $4,000 controversy, the pattern was becoming clear. First, it was credibility, then loyalty, and now reputation. And just when it seemed like the game might regroup, another habit came into focus, one that had always been there but now drew sharper criticism. And that is name dropping. You know where it gets interesting? Game publicly saying he does not need name dropping.
Someone running the fade back there? Does not need to name drop, right?
I don't need to. You want to know why? You want to know why I
forget what it was.
And that's where most rappers start to lose patience. The game has earned a reputation for constantly name-dropping heavyweights like Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Eminem, and others. It became a signature move. At first, it felt like respect, a hungry kid from Compton tipping his hat to the giants who inspired him. But over time, that respect turned into a pattern, and eventually, a punchline. Fans and fellow rappers alike noticed. Memes circulated, jokes spread, each defined.
All right, man. Goddamn. Anyway,